Hello, and welcome back to your daily dose of keeping it real about being out here in the Philippines. I am known for throwing rocks. I speak my mind, man. If I offend you in any kind of way, I say something to piss you off, ruffle your feathers or whatnot. Hey, I was not trying to do that, bro. But it is what it is. I speak my mind sincerely because I want to give you guys good information and be truthful to you. Try to provide you guys with something that the military taught me, which is provide purpose, motivation, and direction, especially being out here. Today I'm going through Maragondon. I'm going to visit this Kaybiang tunnel. One of my subscribers mentioned it to me. It's a pretty cool place, so I hope you guys enjoy the view while I talk about what I'm going to talk about. And today's topic is suffering. A lot of us are suffering on the inside, and we're not speaking about it. There's a lot of YouTubers out here and vloggers and stuff. We talk about everything, man, and it's getting to a point where everybody's talking about the same thing. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. You know what I mean? I'm human. I'm trying to find my way on this YouTube platform too. But one thing that we're not talking about is the pain that a lot of expats are suffering out here because they really want to be out here. A lot of guys really want to be out here, but they don't know how to be out here. So it causes suffering. Trying to cope and understand the culture here can be difficult for many reasons. You know, the Philippines, to be honest with you, it can be a brutal place, man, especially to people who underestimate the brutality of this lifestyle. Uh, Being out here, you got to understand that you're kind of undercutting yourself. You're kind of downgrading your lifestyle out here. So a lot of guys they can't cope with that, and they don't understand that. We get fixed on this thing that everybody's talking about. Oh, you can live so cheap here in the Philippines, and you can live cheap. You can live cheaper here, man. I'm not gonna lie, you can. But you got to remember, cheaper means downgrade, and so that's an adjustment. Of course, some of us are more fortunate than others. But at the same time, they're still human. And when you start feeling your emotions and feeling of lost connections at home, this place goes from paradise to what have I done to myself, and that can be difficult for a lot of guys here. You know what I mean? You got to understand that building a bond with yourself is more important than any other bond that you can create, especially being out here so far away from home. So you got to get real close to yourself in order to hack this being out here, man. Because it takes a lot, man. It takes balls of steel to be out here, man. Because I'm telling you, some things is just out here. It's such a culture shock that you don't realize it's a culture shock until it shocks you, until you personally feel it. I mean, of course, you can see a lot of things out here, but personally, that personal shock, yeah, that's when it hits home, man. Expats lose themselves, and they forget the things that make them happy because they're drained. They drain all of their energy trying to provide for others and build a foundation that's worth standing on. And to top it off, what I mean? We often find ourselves out of place in family gatherings, social events, especially when nobody there speaks English or even tries to speak English. We can get away with a couple of Tagalog words and stuff like that, but it don't hit home the same way that, it does with around people that actually can understand you, speak your language and, give you give you what you're looking for. Being in the Philippines for an extended amount of time can be often lead to loneliness, man. You isolated yourself from people back at home. You don't talk to your family as much as you talk to them, and eventually that stuff leads to depression, man. And it creeps up on you. You don't even know it. It creeps up on you, man. And then you got to realize, man, missing that good laugh, that belly hurting laugh, that you get with your homeboys and stuff, where you rolling all over the floor, your feet kicking, and you can't breathe, man. That's healthy for the soul, man. And being out here in the Philippines, you will miss that. You will miss that a lot because you're not going to get it all the time. You got to remember that you're not going to get that laugh all the time. You might get it a few times, but again, it doesn't hit home the same way that it does from people that actually know you. It's hard to connect to the Philippine people the same way that you can connect to people that are at home, because I'm telling you that good laugh that cleanses your soul, man. Let me tell you something, that's priceless, man. So it's good to, try to connect with people out here. That's why I'm on this platform to try to build a better expat community. So, give you guys a little bit of wisdom. I'm not that old, but and I know I don't know everything, and I'm a student of the game. I'm still trying to learn and stuff like that. But what I do know and what I do feel, I want to share it with you guys so that you guys can have a better life. And maybe there's something in here that I can help you with. If I can help one person build a better life for themselves while they're being out here in the Philippines, hey man, I did my job, man. That one thing is better than 10 million views on my channel because I help somebody be better towards themselves. You know what I mean? So, there are a few things here that you can do to revitalize your life, but you gotta dig inside yourself and find that, man. You gotta remember what you're good at. And, honestly, you just gotta start doing it, man. If you're a carpenter, if you got carpentry skills and stuff like that, go outside and make you some furniture or something like that or whatnot. I'll go buy something from you. You know what I mean? Uh, Build something. Get your mind back together, man. Start doing things for you, man. Uh, Build yourself back up. Maybe pick up a hobby. Fulfill the old dream that you used to have before. Go travel, man. You have to realize, bro, you have to find a way to bring home to your home if you choose to live here in the Philippines. Because again, there is no place like home, but you can make your home just as cozy here as you can make it anywhere else in the world. But you have to learn how to bring home to home, if you understand what I mean. And that's a job that is so difficult to do in a lot of ways, man. It's hard for me to even tell you how to do it. The only thing that I can tell you to do is identify what home feels like to you so you can start putting the puzzle pieces together so you can live a little bit better, man. Everybody's version of home is different. So, again, I can't tell you how to feel about being at home and stuff like that. You know that feeling. And, again, it's your job to do that, brother. You got to get out of your bubble. All right? You're not dead yet, man. You're not dead yet. You're still alive. So live, bro. Live, because guess what? It's well deserved. You moved here for a solid reason, so you don't need to forget that. Remember why you moved here. Get out and see everything, man. The Philippines is not that big of a country, but it has a lot to see. And I know sometimes it's like, oh, we see the same thing, same thing. Bro, you staying in the same areas. Get out. Get out. You retired. That don't mean just because you're retired don't mean that you quit. It don't mean that you just give up. It's crazy, man. A lot of us get so hyped up about finally moving out here to the Philippines. And then when we get here, we revert back to the same shit that we used to do back at home. And at that rate, nothing changes. It's the same thing. It's almost like life just repeated itself. And it's like, why? You know, you have to change your mindset this at the same rate that your environment changed to adapt to this place. This place is challenging, and I think it's more mentally challenging than it is physically challenging. A lot of vloggers, we talk about the physical disadvantages of being here in the Philippines, but again, nobody really talks about the mental state, what we have to put ourselves through in order to cope with this place. And to be honest with you, you got to go through that with any other country that you go through. It's not even just the Philippines. It's not. When you leave home, you have to adapt to whatever your environment is that you're trying to be in, and that takes a lot, man. Because there's a lot of things that about different countries. Now I'm in the Philippines, so I can speak on the Philippines. But there's a lot of different things here that go against what you're used to, and if you want to accept some certain things, that takes a serious adjustment. So you got to find that within yourself, man. You really, really got to find that within yourself. To be new and to start over requires a complete reset in your personal character towards yourself. You need to be open minded to change in areas that require absolute commitment to survive and thrive out here. You remember, you made it to the Philippines, bro. Find joy in your choices, because if you don't, you're going to suffer dearly. And I mean that. And I'm telling you this because I care. I want you to have a good life out here, man. I know what it feels like to struggle, to have nothing. I know what it feels like to be homeless. I know what it feels like to peel yourself up off the pavement and to make it across the water and to be able to live in a foreign country comfortably. that that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes. And a lot of you guys have the same story. A lot of you guys work your asses off at work. I mean, you busted chops trying to get to where you are. And then when you finally get here, it's like you give up on yourself. Don't do that. You deserve better than that. A lot of us, we're older, and of course some guys are way older than I am. You know what I mean? But just because you're older in flesh doesn't mean your spirit is older. Some of you guys got a young spirit, man. I seen some old guys out here, man. They more vibrant than I am. I'm like, man, I'm trying to be what you on, what you drinking. You know what I mean? Because that spirit, you know an alive spirit when you see one. And when you feel that presence, it brings you to life. Maybe you guys should start hanging around people that have life to show you. That, you can learn something from some of these people out here. I'm still trying to learn myself. I don't know. Man, honestly, I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot. The only thing that I know a lot of is about war. I know everything about war. I know everything about pain. I don't know too much about peace. So that's why I'm here in the Philippines, because I'm learning about peace. I could care less what this country looks like. I could care less how much trash is on the floor. I could care less about any of that stuff like that. I'm looking for something that I've never seen before, peace. And I'm getting it every day because I'm choosing to change my mindset. And I hope you guys change your mindset, because everything that we see doesn't matter. The only thing that truly, truly matters is what's inside of you and what you're willing to do to be better for yourself. I hope these words help you guys out, man. If they don't, hey, I'm sorry. I'll try again on the next video. If I said something to piss you off, it is what it is, homie. I'm just being real as possible. That's all that I got for you guys on this episode. Do me a favor, man. Please love yourself, man. And I say it on every video, man, because you know something? Growing up, my parents never taught me to love myself. They taught me to love everybody else but me. Love your neighbor, love your family, love your sister, love your brother. What about me? So when you learn, when you forget yourself, you truly forget yourself. So now I'm reminding you to love yourself. So this is why I say this every time. I didn't learn this until I was late in life. And when I talk to my children, I make sure I let them know to love themselves too, just as much as I love them, if not more. So I'm telling you, love yourself. Be a better you at all times, even when it seems like you can't. All right? Take care of your family too. Until next time, guys. Holla at your boy. Peace out, bro.